Alright, I got this John Deere 216 new to me machine a couple days ago. Apparently the rear end is stuck in second gear. The motor is supposed to work, but I'm going to double check everything on that before I start into the rear end. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hood off this thing. I got 2 bolts on each side and 1 wire for the headlights to take off. So I'll disconnect the wire here, take off those 2 bolts, take the whole hood off, and I'll be back. Okay, I got the hood off. Now the first thing I'm going to do a couple checks at the same time. I'm going to be pulling out the spark plug, setting it to the side against the edge of the metal here so that I can see if I have spark. I'm also going to be taking off the air filter and be pulling off the fuel line, putting it in a jar to see if I have fuel coming out of the fuel pump. Obviously I'm going to have to put a battery in it in order to see if it turns over. And while I'm doing all that, I'll put a compression tester in there, so I'm going to get 4 checks at one time by putting a battery in it and trying to turn it over. Okay, I don't know if this is going to pick it up. Inside the spark plug area where the wire goes on the end of the spark plug, it's broken off inside, so they weren't getting a proper spark. So the spark plug is just straight black, or like really sooted up. It wasn't getting proper spark. So that'll be my first issue. Replace that wire, then I could try things out. Alright, let's try this with a battery on here. Lots of compression. I see 140 psi compression. I did not see a spark. That could be just not having a good ground there on the spark. Let's go look at the fuel, see if any gas came out. I do not see any fuel in the jar. Wonder if there's any gas in the tank. Maybe the fuel filter is plugged. We'll find out. Alright, I'm going to throw some carburetor cleaner in here just to see if I can get any kind of pop off or spark. And I'll know for sure whether or not I'm getting fire. If I'm not getting fire, then I'm going to have to tear into the points and check that out. That sounds promising. That sounds like she'll run very well. Now I gotta get fuel to it. Oh, I actually did get gas in there when that popped off. Even better. I don't like what's in the bottom of that gas though. I hope you guys can see it. I definitely have to run that a little bit more in order to get that old gas out of here. There's definitely water in the bottom there. And lots of rust. I'm going to have to be putting a fuel filter in there for sure. Let's try this again, see if I can get more out of there. That's where that piece was. All right, I'm so glad that I ran that little bit that was in the carburetor. I don't know if you can see it. All that garbage was in the bottom. That's all water. That was in the bottom of this fuel tank and in the fuel system. Alright, I don't think my video is going to do it any justice, but this filter is disgusting. It is plugged right up. So I gotta get a new filter. Alright. See how she does now. Run a little bit rough. Still a little bit of water in the gas and some debris in there. I have to run that out. Clean out the carburetor one more time. Put in a new air filter. We'll run. Alright, she's still got a little bit of water and debris in the gas. It'll take a little while for her to run that out with the fresh gas. She starts, got a little battery hooked up